Today, we're going to unpack the incredible power of media. It's a force that's completely reshaping our world, and we're going to get into who holds that power, how it's being used, and, what's just around the corner.
So let's just start with a really big question for our time. In a world with endless information flying at us, who's really in control? As you're about to see, that answer has shifted in a massive way, and it affects everything, from what we buy to what we believe.
All right, let's dive in. The immense power of modern media is, well, it's a double-edged sword. For every amazing opportunity it creates, it also introduces a pretty serious challenge. And what's really fascinating is how this tension plays out everywhere. Take education. Online learning can open up knowledge for anyone, anywhere. That's incredible. But the challenge? You have to sort fact from fiction in a sea of unreliable stuff. For social change, media can bring whole communities together for a common good, but it can also spread misinformation like wildfire. And in politics, it can be this amazing tool for transparency, but in some places, weak protections can put the entire system and the people in it at risk. It's this constant, high-stakes balancing act that we're all living through.
This brings us to one of the biggest shifts, maybe ever, the rise of citizen media. The power isn't just with the big news channels or institutions anymore. Nope, it's in our hands. And the best example of this is citizen journalism. To put it simply, it's the ability for pretty much anyone with a smartphone and an internet connection to create and share news. This isn't just a small tweak. It completely redefines who gets to tell the story and who gets to shape the conversation. But the term itself is actually pretty complex. For some people, it's just news reported by folks who aren't professional journalists. For others, it's a form of active citizenship, a way to participate. It can be an activist tool, working outside the mainstream. Or it can be as simple as us, the audience, using our own tools to inform each other. The most important thing here is that the line between the person creating the content and the person consuming it, well, that line has basically vanished.
So this explosion of citizen media, it's part of a much, much larger shift that has completely rewritten the rules of how we all communicate. Let's break down the 10 big ideas, the paradigms, that now define our digital world.
And there are 10 of them. These are the foundational pillars of our modern information age. And honestly, getting a handle on these is the key to understanding the world we live in right now.
First up, the passive audience is a thing of the past. We're not an audience anymore. We are active users. We're not just sitting back and consuming. We're choosing, we're searching, commenting, and creating. The remote control has been replaced by the keyboard and the touchscreen.
Second, the channel doesn't matter as much as the content itself. We don't really care if it's a newspaper or a TV station. We care about the article or the video. This makes a trusted brand more valuable than ever because it's one of the few signals we have for credibility. Number 3, online, everything is multimedia. Text, audio, images, video, they're not in separate boxes anymore. They've all merged into this single, rich language that's just the default way we communicate now. Fourth, we've traded the evening news for a 24/7 real-time flow. Now, while this constant fire hose of information builds these vibrant, instant communities, it leaves almost no room for that quiet, deep reflection that real understanding requires. Fifth, information isn't scarce anymore. It's overwhelmingly abundant. And because of that, the single most limited and therefore the most valuable resource we have in the 21st century is our own attention. Number 6, the traditional gatekeepers, the editors and the publishers, they've lost their exclusive power. Now, literally anyone can publish anything, and the job of figuring out what's true has moved into the public square, happening instantly through shares, comments, and reviews. Seventh, we've gone from a world where content was pushed at us to one where we actively go out and access it ourselves. We seek, we search, we navigate through a web of our own making. It's a pull, not a push. Eighth, the monologue is over. Communication is now a conversation. We expect to be able to customize our experience, contribute our own ideas, and talk directly with creators and with each other. It's a true multi-way street. Ninth, we almost never consume information in a straight line anymore. Hypertext, that simple act of linking from one idea to another, has become the grammar of the digital world. It creates this nonlinear web of interconnected knowledge that we all navigate every day. And finally, number 10, we are all drowning in an ocean of raw data. The most vital role for media today is to be a filter, to provide context and meaning, to turn all that overwhelming noise into something we can actually understand, into knowledge. So, with all these new rules in place,
where is this all going? Well, the future is being shaped as we speak by some absolutely incredible emerging technologies.
And this is just a glimpse of what's coming. We're not just talking about faster phones. We're talking about totally new ways of interacting with the world. I mean, think about it. From internet glasses that layer data onto our vision to tech that lets us feel digital objects. The line between the physical and digital worlds is dissolving, and how we interact with information is about to get way more personal and intuitive. This new reality is also completely changing education. Take massive open online courses, or MOOCs. By moving learning online and connecting students from all over the globe, they are just demolishing the old barriers of cost and location to getting a world-class education.
Okay, so why does any of this matter to you? Because being fluent in this new world of media and information has huge implications for every single part of our lives.
When you really get down to it, mastering this new media landscape isn't just some tech skill. It's essential for a thriving life and a thriving society. It's what allows us to be engaged citizens, to create economic opportunities, to become lifelong learners, and to build stronger, more connected communities. We've seen that the power of media is now in the hands of the many, not the few. And that leaves us with maybe the most critical question of our digital age. When anyone and everyone can be a publisher, who is responsible for the truth?